Hey everyone, hope you had a wonderful time of learning on different kinds of funding. And in the next video, we're going to talk about the funding with respect to the stage of startups. And at what stage do you need funding? If you haven't yet seen the first two webinars, the first one is on funding fundamentals, is to decode whether your startup needs funding or not. And then the second one talks about different kinds of funds available in the market. All the very best and wish you once again a very, very happy new year. Bye bye. So, what are all different stages in a startup? Quickly, can you answer? Basically, for if you look at a startup in a complete whole stage, there are only three stages. One is pre-startup stage. That means before you actually go to the market, what all you do. The second one is startup stage, where you actually go to the market. You're trying to validate. You're making those initial customers. You're making those initial monies. You're sending the initial invoices, or you're getting that money cash flow into your account, and then you're also sending cash to your vendors, suppliers, supporters, employees, etc. That's your startup phase. And then the third one is you figured it out, and now it is all about giving that nitro booster and growth stage. So for any startup, these are the three things: pre-startup, startup, and growth. Now let's look into each one of them. Pre-startup, what is it that you do in the pre-startup? This is where you define what your vision is, what your mission is, why are you here, what problem are you trying to solve, how are you different from existing ones in the market. So your ideation, your conceptualization, everything comes into your pre-startup stage. Some of you are at pre-startup stage. Friends who joined from France, you are in a pre-startup stage. Do you need funding at this time, guys? Pre-startup stage? Definitely no. The second one is when you build the minimum viable product and then you take that product into the market. See again, most founders, right, especially from technology background, hundreds of startups and entrepreneurs have mentored. People who are from technology background, they would always say that no, let me build my full product and then only I'll go into the market. No, it is not a real estate that you will have to sell only after you build the building. Right? Start making minimum product which can be launched in the market. Okay, this product is a minimum viable product. It can go into the market and it can bring some value. And then start. It is like Lego boxes, right? Lego boxes. You start building on them. Don't wait for the complete thing to be built, right? So validations, until validation stage, probably you might need funds to kind of experiment, to fund your validation, etc. Fine. But when it comes to growth, there is no doubt you will have to. Now, what does it funding at each of these stage call as, right? You would have heard pre-series, series, A, B, C, D, right? A lot of confusion. Now we're going to dust away all that confusion, right? So any kind of money that you bring within your pre-startup program or a pre-startup stage, that is basically is called your seed funding or a bootstrap. Bootstrap means I put my own money and then, or I myself put my own money and then I start working on it. Our seed funding is probably either government loan schemes or some of your friends giving you that particular money, or you enroll yourself into an incubator, and then the incubator has got certain funds of which they're giving it to you, etc. Right? So this is all seed, pre-series stage or bootstrap and seed stage. Now the third, this is very, very important. After your seed stage is done, that means the expectation is that when you have finished your seed stage, the expectation is that you have moved out of your pre-startup. That means you are ready to launch a minimum viable product and you wanted to validate that minimum viable product, that product market fit, which of course needs a lot of money because you want to onboard customers, you have to give your offering to the customer, you'll have to understand, you have to do the journey along with the customer and understand, right? So it needs money. So that is where you have Series A, the first thing. Who all give it to you? Debt funding, banks and financial institutions, venture capitalist firms and angel investors who give you either through a debt or most of the time Series A is debt. But when big VCs come, Series A, they will take a good chunk, because at a Series A, what happens? Your company is not yet valued. Nobody knows whether your company will become a hit or not. So guys who are very strong, the VCs who are really strong, and they are able to visualize the dream which you are not able to visualize. Example, right? They will come here and take a very, very good share of your ownership. And after Series A, B, C, D, E, these are all growth. You qualify your Series A, show some good results to VCs. They themselves will take you through the B, C, D series. And lastly, as a founder, if at all you continue to dilute your stake as a founder, example, then you might either merge your company with some other portfolio company of the VC, or you go for an initial public offering and get a public limited company, or you have made enough money and then you wanted to just chill out and relax, sell all the shares and relax, or you made so much money but you are not really happy with the VCs and then the other investors involvement, you will buy back those shares. Right? These are all the possible ways of establishing and exiting. Guys, is it clear? See, we are learning different concepts and we are going to tie all of them together towards the end. But I hope you are learning something new and exciting. If it is so, type yes, it is exciting. Again, let me ask you this question. How many of you saw this such a simplified classification for the first time? If you have seen it for the first time, type first time. And got a clarity on what exactly, which stage you're in. And again, guys, please do not take this as a knowledge session. Right now, as I'm sharing these frameworks with you, you will have to apply your idea, your company. You'll have to position your company into this particular thing and accordingly place it. You understand, right? Accordingly understand where exactly you are positioned, right? Let's continue.